Welcome to the Delaware Mortgage Rate Weekly Mortgage Market Update for the week of February 2nd, 2015. Hello, I'm John Thomas with Primary Residential Mortgage, here to give you your update. Well, today is actually my wedding anniversary, so happy anniversary, my lovely wife, Bernadette. Now let's jump right into this. Delaware mortgage rates did actually tick lower last week. That was some good news. Take a look at the bond chart on the screen. You can see the trend had been they sold off and then they hit a bottom and were able to rally off of that. So we did recommend floating your interest rate to start the week last week. That was good advice, as you can see. Short-term trend, mortgage bonds did rally higher. Now if you take a look at that second chart on the screen though, you can see there's a tough ceiling of overhead resistance. We did hit that on Friday, closed right about at that tough ceiling of resistance. Last time we hit that, we sold off. So mortgage rates are at record lows. They haven't been here in over 2 years. So with that in mind, and a tough ceiling overhead resistance, we're going to recommend locking your Delaware mortgage rate if you're closing in the next 30 to 60 days. Go ahead and take advantage of these awesome low rates. If you're looking to refi, just lock it in, because with that tough ceiling of overhead resistance, if we don't close above that on this week and build some momentum, we could sell off and you'd see interest rates move slightly higher in the short term. Now if you're closing out 60 days, new construction, then you can go ahead and float, because we still are bullish long-term on bonds. Now if we dig into the economic news, the big report last week was the gross domestic product, or the GDP. It was the first reading of the fourth quarter of 2014. It actually dropped to 2.6% from 5% in the third quarter. Now GDP is the broadest measure of economic activity in the U.S. So that dropping is showing that we may be having a slowdown in economic activity. That's not good news overall. And the big push for that could be the stronger dollar. Now GDP overall for the entire year of 2014 was at 2.4%. Now that's up from 2.2% in 2013, so that's a good trend. But we're looking for a GDP reading over 3% to have a strong U.S. economy. Then we saw durable goods orders come out last week. That was not good. It dropped 3.4%, which is a big miss. So that is orders on goods that are long-term goods, so that's not a good sign on industry. And we also saw some big multinational companies miss their earnings report. That was Microsoft, Proctor & Gamble, and Caterpillar among them. That's not good news, and again, we were predicting this. With the stronger dollar, their cost of exports goes up, so each month as the dollar gets stronger, it's going to be more expensive for multinational companies to do business abroad. So that could actually hurt the U.S. economy, so we'll have to keep a lookout for that. But we did see consumer confidence come out for December, and it came out blazingly high at 102.9, the highest level of consumer confidence in a very long time. So consumers are feeling very good about the economy, very good about the labor market. Price of oil has dropped, so they're feeling good about that. And then Thursday, weekly initial jobless claims released by the Labor Department dropped 43,000 claims to 265,000 claims for the week. That's the lowest level since April 2000. That's a big drop from expectations of 301. Now the Martin Luther King holiday could have had an impact, but we still is a good number even if that's an impact. So we'll have to see how the claims come out this week to see if we are getting a reduction in jobless claims. So that would be a good read on the economy. Then we saw in housing news, the Case-Shiller 20-city home price index for November showed a 4.3% year-over-year increase. Now that's a drop from 4.5% in October. So we are seeing a slowing of home price gains, but 4 to 5% is much more manageable. So we'll keep an eye out for that. Then in other news, we saw new home sales for December 2014 were up 11.6% at 481,000 units. New home sales measure the number of contracts signed for new home construction. So that's a measure of future business. So that was good news there. That's a huge jump. And the median home price was up 8.2% on those new construction homes to $298,100. So very good news for new home construction. Looks like we're going to have a very good spring with that surge in new home sales. Now we did see pending home sales for December 2014. They were down 3.7% from November to 100.7 million units. Even though they were down, we do expect them to be down in December, but that's still a very good number. We're still up 6.1% year over year from the previous year on new pending home sales. So that's definitely good. That's the number of contracts signed on existing homes. Then we have the local news, next first-time homebuyer seminar. That is coming up. That is February 21st. That's in Newark, Delaware, at Christiana Hill Hotel. That's from 10 a.m. to noon. You can register for that event by giving us a call in the office at 302-703-0727. Look forward to seeing you guys next week.